Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. No matter when you're watching this video, I wish you all a very wonderful day and many wonderful days to come. So today, I'm here to bring all of you my weekly anime review of Arslan. Now, I need to discuss something that I found out about this series before I even get into this episode. So apparently, Arslan Season 2 is only going to be 8 episodes. Yeah, legit. Like, I know many of you are like, what the fuck? Yeah, apparently, Arslan Season 2 is supposed to be 8 episodes. And I'm, like, thinking, this is episode 4. Like, legit, this is episode 4. Okay? If there's going to be 8 episodes, that means there's only 4 weeks left, if there is a break. So, what? Arslan Season 2 is getting 8 episodes. That doesn't make any sense, because when I think of, an anime, a new anime series, like, this ain't even an OVA series. Usually anime, if they want to be relatively short, they can last, like, 10 episodes. That's the lowest I've ever seen. But Arslan Season 2 is only getting 8 episodes. What the fuck? That kind of disappoints me a little bit, because that means that we're probably not going to get a whole lot of progression in this, season of Arslan. Hopefully one day there might be a Season 3, and I'm actually kind of worried. I mean, for us to only get 8 episodes, I'm worried that maybe there could be a reason for this. Maybe the series wasn't popular and they decided to cut it short or something, but I'm just going to throw that out there. Apparently the series is only going to have 8 episodes. So anyways, diving in to this week's episode of Arslan, episode 4 of Season 2, we are straight up Pirates of the Caribbean right now. That's exactly what is going on. You see our characters just riding a ship, dealing with pirates and stuff. I'm like, yo, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, just fighting off fucking pirates and shit, kicking their ass. I'm like, this is badass. It's pretty badass. I mean, it's actually, the overall, I guess, setting of the series has changed quite a bit from the start. I mean, look, think about at the beginning of the series, you have it to where it was medieval fighting in the castle and shit, like a siege, and now we're having, like, pirate ship battles. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the setting, I'm like, yo, it's a complete difference. And you know what? I welcome the change. I welcome this arc that we're currently getting into. So, what is currently going on in this arc that just has started? Apparently, Narsus has a long-time friend. He's had this friend for a very long time when he was very young, and they used to always work together, think up plans, and overcome certain things in the past. And I see some of the things in this episode that are kind of key points that could possibly be an issue for Narsus in the future, which, yes, that's very good. As I've said many times in the past, Narsus is a fucking broken character. He needs to be nerfed, or he needs to have some form of issues to where he's not perfect. And with this character being introduced in this episode, that's his longtime friend, we already see glimpses that maybe Narsus could be outsmarted in the future, because this friend apparently has, a very smart mind, was actually thinking of stuff to do in the past that Narsus didn't even think about, and you have it to where this man is kind of slightly against what Arslan is trying to do. As we know, one of the main campaign slogans that Arslan has right now in the series is that he wants to completely remove slavery. He doesn't want slavery at all. He wants to completely remove the slavery system from the entirety of Pars. Now, think about this. A lot of people are going to have issues with it. And I mean, anyone will have issues. Like, the main people in the wealthy are going to have problems with this, because they're like, if slaves go, I can't have certain work. I can't, like, make certain amount of money. It's just completely gone. And so this is going to piss off a lot of people. And Narcissus' friend, he is a merchant, and he owns slaves, and he has quite a bit of power, and he has a great mind. And you see in this episode that there's some complete differences between these two, and that maybe this character that was introduced might be a problem for Narsus in the future, because he's going to outsmart him in a way to where he could fuck up Narsus's plans that he wants to do in the city. I could see something like that happening because of the way the character is introduced. So I'm looking forward to that. If that does in fact happen, and this character is like one of the first glimpses we see of Narsus getting defeated or outsmarted, I welcome it. I fucking welcome it. I really do, because it's something I've wanted to see in this series since the beginning, after, Narsus's introduction. Now, moving off of that point, though, what we see currently going on here in this arc besides that is that there is an issue with pirates and bandits. Bandits and pirates are, attacking merchants, stealing their goods, and it's causing it to where they have to keep the army in this town to focus on the town's safety instead of helping out others amongst the entire country, which is why some of the merchants didn't help out Arslan when he was trying to build an army up in Season 1. So I do like the setup we got in, this, episode of Arslan. We get to see why some of the townspeople didn't help out Arslan, and I'm willing to bet there is some greed amongst that. They just didn't want to help. But I mean, overall, though, there seems to be a huge issue going on here. Pirates are attacking. They seem well organized, like they know where the ships are going to be at certain key points. So it seems like someone is backing the pirates. And if I had to place any bets or money on the table, I'm going to assume it's Narsus's friend. I'm assuming that's who it is. Because, I mean, we already have a good setup with his character to be the antagonist of this arc. I could see this man being the one that's backing the pirates or any bandits around the area to get more wealth and probably grow his desire. Because as he said in this episode, he wanted to be like the ruler of the world pretty much, control all the world's wealth. So, I mean, any wealthy man would like to, kind of steal from other merchants to be able to have all the wealth to himself. Something like that's bound to happen. So yeah, perfect setup with this episode for that. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode of Arslan? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.